So yeah, 25-minute timer. Let's go. We'll start off with gold because gold done a madness, absolute madness. Wait, my belly's hungry. Belly's hungry. What are we saying? What are we saying? Yeah, look at this flipping state of this. Okay, cool. So this is great. This is fabulous. So we had that move that I called last week that came through to the downside. I said in episode 7 that if we don't get no candles that close above these ones, then price is going to roll over. And we came up above, we wicked, and the candle came back here, which is lower than these points. But if I put this arrow, you see what I mean? See how it just stayed in there. So yeah, that's that's very nice. That came through beautifully. 320 pips. Absolutely spectacular. 324 pips. Cool, man. That is some cool ass shit. So gold smacked it. Moving on to the next part of it, which was here, where I gave 2 scenarios that could happen. One of them being the pull-up from here in the Fibonacci, which we didn't get, so we can delete this. But I also mentioned if we didn't get the Fibonacci, if we did not get the Fibonacci, then I had these zones here plotted, waiting, and look what has happened. Price came into this box, wicked all the way back out of it and closed out of the box. We then got another wick in, which didn't penetrate this low, and now we are engulfing this wick. If we can get a candle closure above here, that's a nice indication that we could be getting that 3-pin rollover again. Let's look on the 4-hour. Weekly time frame. So yeah, the weekly time frame played out nicely. I just knew after this candle formed, I knew for a fact that the following week was going to be very bearish. So this is good. We've had the wick up here as well. We could really and truly be getting a continuation to the downside. We've got that weekly. Let's zoom in real quick. So price has come up from the highs, retested, come low, broken structure. Yeah. And then we had price come all the way back up again, closed here, came lower, made a new low. Then again, another pullback, and it decided to stay down here. So now what we need really is a closure beneath this area. A closure beneath that area. That daily region, I don't know why that is there. Oh wait, I'm on a weekly time frame, my bad. So yeah, weekly. This is very good. That candlestick's very good. Big continuation, so go on. Looking at gold from here. With the new lows that are forming, okay, and the pullback that just happened with no new high being made above this region, and the fact that we've had this huge engulfing candle breaking out this wick, taking out this wick, sorry, and closing with lots of momentum. Lots of momentum. So now what we need is a next candle to do a little something. But what I'm thinking, right, because it's Monday, gold don't usually move at the start of the week. So what I'm thinking is that it could play around right here. It could play around for a few hours, pulling up and then continue rolling over. But I do believe gold is bearish. As I said, we've had no. See, it's very accurate. We've taken this area of liquidity where price has slowly been making its way, slowly, boom. Then the price sells the market to buy it. Okay. Not price. Price don't sell itself. Do you know what I mean? But price got sold and then bought. So this area, where the big move is, it's a nice clean big move and a continuation all the way up here. So this area is very good for us. And you can see that once we hit up here, price then came back into the same area right here. Yeah. And if you pay attention to the intricate details that is going on, it becomes very clear of what's happening. So, pardon me. Price came in, closed beneath it. Then we got the wick back above. And again, price came back, closed beneath it, in line with this sort of candle here. Then we had the continuation to the downside. Yeah. Now the same thing is going to happen again. This daily region that I've got plotted becomes the next target area. But we could go from here, guys, or the only reason I've taken it from here is because once price pulls up, like once it pulls up, there's no mini pullbacks down to here. It's just gone. And that is a straight 620 pips from here to here. So that is a huge move. I've taken it from there and it's gone straight up and then it's pulled back after 600 pips. You're cashing out up here, taking 300 pips, 200 pips. This is all bonus. But in 200 days, we've had a 300 pip push and then another 300 pip push. Then 2 days later, price is sinking. We come down, we nearly come back to this area, but we don't quite make it. And then we're up again, slowly coming up. And then from here, guys, this is the next area to go from, because once price left, it didn't come back to that zone. It just left. So all of this is retail money messing around. Then the banks finally get involved and push. And there's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 days of bullish action with 2 days where you could probably make some sells. But you don't need to trade it impulsively like that. Sorry. I said impulsive. So yeah. Taking that zone because of how clean. Taking this zone because of how clean. And now coming over here to where price is. We got that closure. Bam. Straight through this region. Price comes back up above that region. Retest. Dips. Retests. Sinks. All the way through. Notice how this candlestick pretty much takes out all of this wick from the previous day. Right. So that means what? That we're going to be followed by another bearish candle. So after seeing this, you could have taken some nice shorts down to this next level because it was guaranteed. Like look how big that move is, and then again, like these are huge candles. There's a lot of like a strong magnet point for price to come to. So now that we've broken down this bit, yeah, and we can see the closures beneath the retest and the big sinks, pullbacks, and the wickages, and you can see how all these little daily ranges are being used as points for price to come back into. So taking that into consideration now, if we know price is looking to come low, yeah, we know price is looking to now come lower, and we're looking for target areas. We look left, find our raise, and we go from the next place where there was a nice big move. So from here, price came up, a little bit of messing around, and then it left. It left like my dad. Yeah, nice one, dog. 706 pips. Look how big that flipping move is. So yeah, that's a great area. We'll have that on there. And now what we need is we need some of this intricate price action where we're getting the closures beneath. Because then that's definitely telling us that gold wants to come lower into 1905, 1910, 1900s. We've just closed beneath 1955 and 1950. We've closed beneath them two levels. So that's also good confluence that gold could push lower. We know about the weekly just screaming bearish. Higher time frames screaming bearish. Look at that monthly. We could be in for weeks of downhill movement from gold. But at the same time, with the way the world's going and the economic state and things are just so unstable, people are moving their money into materials and things like gold and shit because it's safer. So, we could have a little push and then we could be seeing new printing where money has never even been before. Look, never ever been any higher than this level. We are at a crazy point in time. 1970 is when this chart started. Sorry about that. Mouth's getting a bit dry. But yeah, as I was saying, 1970 was when this chart started. And in 50 years, it's just been price coming up. Like we've been in a sort of bullish high highs, high low, high high, high low. Now we're at a higher high. So I feel like gold definitely has the potential to break these levels. Definitely. But because we haven't had a break past this 2070, I think it's 70, yeah. So 2070, what is it per ounce? I don't even know how you say it, but this price hasn't been broken since 2020, so 3 years. But we could I don't know. It's sticky on the higher time frames. It really is. We could be getting a push and then a roll. This wick has come higher than this one. So it'll be a rolling bow, new highs. But that's months away. Long time. Very long time. What are we on? 9 minutes. You see what I mean? I've been talking on gold for 20 minutes. Fuck off. So intraday bearish. Intraday bearish. Looking for 1900s. Long-term bullish. That's what I'm going with. Let's look at GA quick. Ooh. See me now. I'm too good at this chart shit. I'm too good. Not gonna lie. Really don't remember what I called. I don't know why I've let me figure this out. I can't even talk. I'm just gonna sit here for a couple seconds and take in. Like, what I'm doing is actually incredible. You see, when I'm trading, guys, I'm gonna be rich. My mother's fucking life, I'm gonna be rich. Like, bro, this is on the weekly time frame now, yeah? The weekly time frame. I've plotted. Let me just break this down real quick. You know what? Fuck this timer. Got 6 minutes left. And that means I'm coming up to 25 minutes. So we had the weekly, right? We had the weekly here. We had the daily range. We had a daily range set. Come on, load. Thank you. The daily liquidity area was here. Yeah. So we didn't choose this one because one, there's a gap there from market open. One sec, I'm about to sneeze. Woo! I'm excited. I need to sit up. A bit of mastery right now. So let's break this down very clearly. So I didn't take this daily range because, as you can see, the little gap here from there to there, that is a gap from market open. Yeah, from Friday to Monday. So this is a weekend. So I've not taken that. Price came down, yeah, made the low, but look, it came all the way back up here. Wicks taking out stop losses. So that is, for me, not a good area, right? So now I'm thinking, all right, cool. Let's take this area because when price came in, we had a beautiful 3-pin pattern. This wick, and then this wick here. Can you see how this one is lower than these two? It's rounding off, yeah? And what was formed after that is a huge engulfing candlestick wiping out all of this. So now, basically what I'm trying to say is from this point here, institutions have come into the market. Yeah, and we want to be trading with these institutions. So we want to be finding these type of areas. 9100, 1.9100. That is a bank zone. That's a bank. They love whole levels. So we'll put that on there, yeah? Price came all the way low, low. Wicked up, didn't come nowhere near up here. Then it sunk. Look how much, like, there's just so many pips involved in this move. 260 pips. That is incredible. That's on the daily, that. 3 days of just holding pure bearish. It's nice, very nice. Right. So now that we have this zone plotted, yeah, 9100, we had that up there. Then we had, so we had that from the left, and then we kept it we kept it relevant by staying very close to where price is now. Okay, so it's a new week, it's Monday right now, so that means this was last week's candle. Yeah, which means at some point we was maybe here, daily weight, Thursday, Friday. So this was Friday. Okay, cool. So we was around here then, yeah? This itself is a big indication to sell. If I seen this, I would have entered at the bottom of that candle there. Stop losses above that. See, for me, it's on the daily, so that stop loss is a bit high. I would have zoned in. But to be fair, knowing what happens after this, I wouldn't have even cared about a stop loss. And I would have been out of my trade by now. So, beautiful. But the reason it's come down so perfectly, like as I've called, because this daily region that I had plotted from far left was that good that when price came up to it, it done exactly the same thing. Broke above, boom, sold straight off. Boom, this candlestick wiped out all of this, broke this structure level here. Now we've had the retest, but it hasn't touched anything. So this week we could get the retest up here maybe, or not. If we bring that down, if we bring that to that one there, that's when it's retested. But if we snatch it to the bodies, it hasn't touched. So yeah. Now the weekly, we had the weekly as well. So it's literally had one daily region, a bank level, and a weekly resistance to all roll from. And it's come in, rejected it, pulled beneath, closed beneath the weekly, closed beneath the second daily point, closed beneath this structure point. This is sells all day long. But the reason I had price to come from here down to this arrow is because it's just the last area of where price sort of went from, come up, retraced, and then boom. So yeah, it's just an area of support resistance, and it's a very good one because price has come straight into it. On a 4-hour Thursday. We was literally up here. I think it was disclosure. It might have been disclosure. Thank you for that. Wait. Wait, hold up a second, lads. Hold up a sec. Can't lie, I remember now. This is why I had price to come down here. Because last week I'm looking at this. I've seen all of this, prices come up. Then I've seen this closure beneath this daily range and 9,100 and the pullback. Like that is just phenomenal what's going on here. Look, so we've taken this order block, price has come out of the order block beneath the daily zone. We pulled back in, no candlesticks have come above with which, and then boom, another engulfing. So two sell signals. That's why I had it to come down. And it literally followed through perfectly. So it just sunk all from this because of the importance of these areas. So yeah, now we're definitely going to touch this region. And then after that, we should be bearish for quite some time because the higher time frames looking like they're loading up to shoot. 3-month candlesticks, nothing really going on. It's wicking. We haven't been above in a while. So we can't seem to scream above this. If we can get a closure above this wick, then we're good. We're good for the buy. But until then, we could just be rolling off. But it's very good. Let's clear this. Remark the charts. That was a very good sell. I'm proud of that. GA and gold, I'm telling you, man. My pairs. Literally, like every episode, I'm calling the trade and it's coming through stupendously. One thing I need to do as well, guys, is change my trading plan because it's not relevant to the way I look at charts anymore, in the way that I think, the way that I trade. So I've put last week's high, last week low, and the prior week higher to that, just because we got 2 candles here and 1 candle there. So if we did roll over, 1, 2 target for price. But let's pay attention to what's going on real quick down here. So we've had last week's low, yeah? If we zoom in, I've literally snatched it to this wick here, yeah? This was literally last week's candlestick. The high was all the way up there. It broke this high, made a new one, and then it made a low here. So now what's happening this week so far is that price came above the low, yeah, from last week, wicked into it, and then it's found some support, possibly, yeah. So this is where it's found support. It's literally this bit of area. Probably a 4-hour zone, can't lie. 4-hour is what did I say? Look at it. So this is where price previously came in, rolled over, boom, snatched above, played about, wicked, and now we're gone. Pulled up, retested, entry there, bah. Fat trade. So that's where that's wicked into, this bit of liquidity. And then we've came straight back below, closed in line with these. So this is now like a little order block. Not really, it kind of is an order block because it bought to sell. So we could put this on here. And again, notice how it has closed beneath the weekly line. The candle has closed beneath the weekly. Then we had another one beneath. It closed beneath the wicks. Now this candle should continue falling. Should continue falling. But we could get some mess around and then a drop, as it is Monday morning. GA could start falling tonight, maybe tomorrow. Or lads, we could even pull up because we've got a big area here where price can go from. And we've got all of this up here. But until we see that closure above here and then, you know, structure getting broken, we're not going to be looking for that. Right now, we're paying attention to what's going on with the weekly. So, yeah, we've had that weekly low. Price came up, hit the 4-hour support, resistance, sorry. And then it's wicked back down. Now we are back beneath last week's low. So we're aiming for new lows potentially. We've stayed beneath, okay? One daily stop off that we could take before the weekly is 750. We'll put that there in between. My mouth, man, keeps getting so dry. So yeah, sorry about that. I don't know why. When I talk for like a long period of time, like yeah, it becomes horrible. I feel like my throat's all closing up and that. Hello? Oh shit. Could have just killed myself on stream. Imagine. But anyways, we could have the pull into here, a little pull up, and then a continuation down. But if price wants to just flush, then what's happening right now is a good reason for it to do so. And we could be touching 750. Calling it. I'm calling it. Dino Heavy Kilos calling it. So yeah, I think that's it for GA. It stayed beneath last week's low. We got the closure. We got the closure beneath the wicks. We got the wick into this area of liquidity where price absolutely shot off from. And it's like with pure precision. So now we could just be trickling off into here. For bands. For bands, lads. We'll throw this on there. Just because I like the way price has come from this fake move. Fake move, boom, pulled up. And basically they pull the market to sell it, entice a load of sellers, and then bull it again. So it's good because the money's come out here and money has also been put in here. So this box is one whole range from the bottom of it to the top rather than one line. Price is 100% coming down. It is coming down into here. Simple, man. Simple, simple, simple. And then we could be in for a nice little relief where price comes up. We could even get a relief from here. You never know. The markets do what they want to do in it. So, but yeah, we'll keep it for GA and gold today.